So I want to do a video on Balafons, and I finally finished making one. This one is not the one I made. This is one I bought at a place called Afrotone, which sells Balafons, and I believe this one's a Mali Balafon, which is, this one, when I bought it, seemed to be in a diatonic scale, which was almost a D, key of D, so I learned how to adjust the keys and kind of get it in tune. So it has the gourds and all that, and the dried smoked keys, which are really nice. Then I decided to make my own, which took quite a while. There it is, about 100 hours into this thing, maybe 80, I don't know. Anyway, it's made of padauk, I think I'm saying that right, the keys, an African mahogany frame. It is also with gourds, as it should be if it's a Balafon. I didn't go with the resonating holes on it with a membrane. I decided not to. I didn't want that sound. I had to learn how to tune the gourds to match the keys above it. This one's chromatic, go on each half step. It has hemp string to hold the frame together, as you can see, and hemp string to tie the gourds. It has bamboo little strips to hold the gourds in place. It has, what else? And rope. I had to learn how to tune each key, which was fun. And not that hard, but time consuming, being a hardwood. I started off with looking up online about how to tune and make the right size keys for making a marimba. I don't really know how to play it yet, but I have some white tape in there for marks because I'm learning some songs, but it sounds like this. Notice the difference here. This one has strings tying each key in. I wanted the ability to actually just use the bottom part of this and adjust some of the keys, switch out some of the keys, because I play in a band and I only know how to play certain notes and I don't want to lug the whole thing with me. So what I found was when you're tuning the gourds to the key, you can actually get close enough to use it for the key that you intended, plus a sharp or a flat. So if I'm doing a gourd for the F key, and I get the gourd in the key of F and it's tuned properly, then I can actually use an F sharp above that gourd and it'll resonate still a little bit. Not as much, but enough. So what I decided to do, the secret here, and I've liked it so far, it hasn't had any problems, but I decided to go, which is completely against the traditional attachment, I went with Velcro. So you can see the rope right there and it has no problem attaching to it. But if I swap out some notes, I can just leave this top part down at home and go out with this part right here. First one I did was tying the notes in, and that was a true pain in the, you know what, it took a long time. And certain knots will work really well, but then I found it slipping, and even this one down here slips occasionally. I have to move the keys around. But another thing that's interesting about if you're going to make your own are the keys. The keys don't have to be beautiful. You know, you can use hand saws if you want, or chisels, and just chip away at it. It just has to be the right weight, pretty much, and the length to get close enough to the key, and then you carve out the bottom, the center to lower it, and or the bottom edges to raise the pitch, the key. But it's yeah. So it can be really crude and ugly if you want it to be, and still sound really nice. There are different ways of tuning, but there's one way of tuning the octaves, which I did with one of them. I did I think they're called the transverse or second octave, And that's difficult, a little more difficult, but that's about basically shaving once you've tuned the key and you carved out the center to get the right, say this one's a C sharp. Well, then you have to carve out a little bit on here to get the second octave. Something like that. It's not too hard, but it takes a lot of work. And I don't know if it's really worth it for a Balafon, to be honest, because I'm not really going to play it in an orchestra or anything like that, and it sounds really good without any additional tunings. Hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment.